Owen, tell me something.
He called bank.
Dahm, that's true. Ooh, welcome into Dahm. That's true. Welcome everybody into Dahm. That's true.
To another episode.
Wow, what the? I'm tired, man.
Starting early got him cooked.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's the cadence. There it is.
There you go.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host of the most true steam machine, Steen. As always, I'm joined by the bomb.
Kaboom.
Owen Dahm. Unscripted, by the way. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can tell.
Totally different.
Unscripted, unedited. We do not cut any fat out of any episodes
DTT
ever.
raw.
Yeah. All right. I don't love that.
You love raw?
I mean,
No.
I don't love you saying
okay.
that. I don't love you saying
This is what people say about it's raw, unedited footage.
I guess that's true. I feel a little weird right now.
Well, that's probably the earliest use of that button we'll ever get.
That's a weird one. Welcome everybody back in episode 224. Before we get too deep in here, I do want to thank the patrons over at patreon.com/opendisaster. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, Mailbox Kansas City. Sadly, closed
in the I district.
R.I.P. Until next year. And if you're watching here on YouTube, liking, comment, subscribing is great. If you're on Spotify, hey,
Like, comment, subscribe.
Spotify Wrap just came out. We went perfect 5 stars. We only got 5-star ratings.
Thank you.
I think we're up to like 8 or 9. Thank you, everybody.
Which puts us at tied for first place in the country at highest rated podcast.
It's true.
Probably a couple, more podcasts.
Never met anybody who disliked the podcast, honestly.
Apparently not.
Big fans. But welcome everybody in. Today we're talking Chiefs.
Whoa.
Chiefs versus Chargers. We're going to do the recap. I was there. I can describe the sights and sounds.
You were downtown with people who quasi-know ball, right?
You know what? Shocking amount of ball knowledge at that place.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there, and then we're going to talk.
And I watched with my parents.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And my brother's home. My brother's home. So
You get cut?
he actually fell asleep like 5 minutes into the. He's not eating a cut. He's home for Christmas break.
It's cut. R.I.P.
He's still technically a student. So although he's playing with the first team, he's still technically on a student visa, on an academy visa.
Oh, does he have to go to school and stuff?
Technically, he's like taking a Spanish class.
Is that like it?
Yeah.
What does he do otherwise? Does he have like a job there?
Soccer is still his job. Like he practices.
Does he get paid?
No.
Does he live on campus?
Yeah.
Okay, so
they
all
have
his
like a
food
dorm
and
for him.
housing is paid for.
Yeah. But he's
he
on
doesn't like get to buy anything. Then.
No, he's on an academy contract.
Yeah, so he's got like no money.
Correct.
Kinda,
He's living that college life, but without having to pay for dorm food.
That's cool, at least.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he's home, yeah. But
nice.
he hadn't fallen
How does
asleep.
he get the money to fly back?
I assume my parents pay for the flight.
Probably, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I assume.
Okay, well.
They might pay for the flight. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But all I know is that he had been awake since 1 a.m. the previous day.
Yeah.
And so at, 10 a.m. Spain time,
Yep.
Yeah. He was a little tired.
That's what I was kind of surprised about when we flew. So we flew to Istanbul.
Yeah.
And it just lined up well enough that I was just really tired when we went to bed. It was like I'd been up for like 24 or like 28 hours.
28
and I was
hours.
like, I'm ready for bed now.
Yeah, that was
I'm not like crazy feeling tired.
Yeah, when Hayden and I went to London, I slept on the plane, so I could have just totally adjusted to whatever time we had. But Hayden had to call it quits at like midnight their time.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucked. And we slept until like, I think like 1 or something on one of the days. And we're like, fuck.
Dude, I am tired today, though, man. So I went to the game last night. I was there till I didn't get home here until like 12:30, 12:45, and I still had like meat and stuff. Because I cooked the pork butt for the tailgate. And I still had like meat and stuff to put away. So I didn't get up. I wasn't like in bed till like 1:15. Didn't fall asleep till like 1:30.
I didn't fall asleep till then, but for other less good reasons.
Video games.
I was just on my phone.
Oh.
Someone was talking about the game Foxhole. I don't know if you've ever seen that game.
No.
So it's a game that's like continuously running. It's like an open world. I'll get into my pop culture minute. I'll get into my pop culture.
Okay. Yeah, let's save it for that. Let's get into the show. Let's get into talking about it. Let's break down Chiefs versus Chargers. Chiefs do it again.
Yeah, a bot. Anyway,
yes.
Chiefs versus Chargers. Easy win. Never sweated it even a little bit. Totally easy. Very easy. Sleep team. Another close game. Chiefs went up 13-0. And were they up 13-0 at half? Yeah.
Yes.
So I felt like the Chiefs were in control of it the entire time. The Chiefs were just annoying in the second half, because they let teams back into it and they don't super capitalize and put teams away.
Yeah.
I think they could have been more aggressive. But just by and large, your average Chiefs game, I felt like this one was much more dominant, though, because I never felt worried.
True.
Like, the Chargers did get 2 touchdowns, and I was just annoyed more than anything because we hurt ourselves with penalties. And
yeah. What was frustrating was spending a whole half to go up 13-0 to then 10 minutes or 12 minutes into the second half to have it all go away.
Right. That's
annoying. Yeah.
It was just annoying, though. Like, I wasn't super stressed.
Right.
I knew we were going to get the ball back, and the Chargers moved down the field too quick. But when they got the ball, they were going to be hard-pressed to burn, 10 minutes of game clock. Like, it's really hard to burn 7.
Yeah. And I was like, I was like, if they hold them to a field goal, I'm pretty sure we're going to win. And then they did, and I'm like, I think we're going to win this.
Right.
He got to that third down. At the first one, I was like, oh, shit.
Well, but then again,
do that thing where we have to go get a stop again.
Even if they would have got a touchdown,
I think we
would have. We would have. We got that first down at the 13-yard line.
Right. And I always tell people, like, that becomes different because the dynamic changes because the Chiefs have 4 downs to work with.
Yeah.
It's like, what was that? Oh, God, what game was it where we had like a minute left and then where everybody's like, oh, well, we'll just go win. And then we went to overtime and then ended up winning anyways. The Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks game. Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, they would have scored, we would have lost. Or they would have scored a touchdown. It's like, yeah, but if they would have scored a touchdown, we would have gone for it on 4th down.
And they also would have had it's the same thing. Down. Same thing with the Ravens. Like the Ravens with the Isaiah Likely's
Or no. It was because they kicked the extra point. Everybody was like, what a mistake by the Bucks. Like,
right.
It's like, no, because you would have given Patrick Mahomes the power of having 4 downs. Like,
right. Because then they would have just leveled up and went for field goal.
That's one of the biggest things that stops Patrick Mahomes is Andy Reid's conservativeness about punting the ball away, about not going for it on 4th down, about not kicking field goals and whatnot. It's just a whole.
I mean, I wasn't especially worried about it.
It's funny that we sit here and it's like they said, it's the 3rd walk-off we've had this year from a different kicker.
Which is like
we've had 3 different kickers.
And no other teams had more than 1 kicker kick walk-offs, right?
Maybe one's had 2, but I mean
certainly not 3.
No, 3's not this year for sure.
No.
But it's like it's funny to sit here and it just be like, nah, yeah. Like I can tell you, like in the stadium, everybody's like, well, pretty sure he's gonna make this kick, and then it hit off there. Everybody's like, oh, and then it was in. Like that's how you're like, did you shoot your pants? It's like I had no time.
Right.
Like I wasn't nervous about it. And then it hit the upright, and you're like, oh, and then it's in, and you're like, okay, never mind.
Well,
in a split second, they're like, it's good.
Was it the south end zone or the north end zone? I guess it doesn't really matter. But like on the video, like from the TV broadcast, obviously they do straight down the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And I see it going towards upright. I'm like, oh man, that looks pretty close. I thought it was just gonna do one of those things where they shank it through, and it's gonna go past. Yeah. And then it hit, and I was like, huh? And I got scared for like you said, a half second. But by the time I'm feeling scared, the fans behind are already celebrating.
Yeah.
Because like from their angle, it's very clearly it was just through.
Yeah, that was the thing. By the time you could comprehend that it had hit the post, the other people were already celebrating that it went through.
My dad, I was watching it with my parents, obviously, and when it hit the upright, I think my dad somehow knew it was in. He's like, "Oh, and then that's crazy!" Because I was like, my head was like, "Shut up!" Like it didn't signal yet, and it was like, good. I was like, "What?" But I mean, guys, by and large, this is what the Chiefs have been doing. We had this exact score 2 weeks ago.
I know. I did have that thought right before the game, right before he kicked it. And I thought you would appreciate it. I had the thought was like, man, we haven't missed a game winner in a long time. I was like, we've hit a lot of these chip shots, and we've had people miss these chip shots.
Certainly not one to lose.
No.
And the only reason it was even close is because the turf gave out under his foot. You see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he slipped.
Oh,
a little bit.
Oh wow, that would have been.
But I mean, that just tells me that if he wouldn't have slipped, it would have gone straight through the middle.
Right.
Matthew Wright's been great. He's been kicking right through. He doesn't have as much leg as the other guys, but
no. I think Harrison Butker should be back next week also. So
I don't care if he is.
No.
Matthew Wright's on the course to get another Super Bowl ring from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep, that'd be fun.
Because he got the one of the Eagles year because he played like 3 or 4 games.
Imagine like Steven Schrader. Was that his name, Steven?
I think it might be Colin. I'm not sure.
Might be Matthew also.
I think it's actually Spencer. Spencer
Schrader sounds right. Yeah.
I think it's Spencer.
He's going to get a ring, and
Congrats.
his kids are going to be like, you were on the Super Bowl team? He's like, yeah, I kicked for 2 weeks. So they're like, really? How many field goals did you make? He's like, I made a game winner. They're like, what? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, Spencer Schrader, future.
Everybody was really annoyed about it.
Well, I think both of them are going to go to practice squad, right? Because I think Schrader goes to IR, and they probably camp him on the IR for the rest of the year.
Yeah, probably.
To keep him on the team for the playoffs, so he can feel
that
accomplished.
works.
I don't know. They might cut him.
He probably doesn't live here,
No.
Well, when you cut a guy with IR designation, which just pays him his contract, kind of.
Right. So you might as well just keep him in the facility.
But also, if you're on the IR, it's if you get to come in every day and eat food and whatnot. It's
right. I don't know.
Simply the perks of the job. I don't know.
We should ask Jeff Allen. He might tell us.
Maybe. Jeff Stradamus. But yeah.
He does have a Super Bowl ring too.
So Mahomes was fine.
He was good.
Defense was good.
The defense was fine.
Mahomes had another week where he didn't throw an interception. I feel like he hasn't thrown an interception.
Tight ends continue to gash us. Congratulations to whoever plays
David and Njoku. Good for you guys.
Whoever plays against that smart guy next week, because he's a bum like Isaiah Likely. He's not doing shit. He's just the Chiefs system is set up for tight ends to have the Chiefs defensive system is set up for whoever is a tight end out there to just do well because Nick Bolton is not very good at covering tight ends.
Of course, people were also complaining about the refs. It's the Chiefs game, so people are going to do that.
Everything was pretty cut and dry, I thought. I didn't think there was anything controversial.
Yeah, I mean, they lit up DeAndre Hopkins near the end zone, but honestly, that felt like a fine hit.
Oh, the hit was fine,
and that Quentin Johnson, Nick Bolton, that's a penalty. That was one of those where you go, yeah. But it's kind of fun to see it happen every now and again.
Yeah, it was a penalty. The one on Justin Reed, I thought he could have got away with it, but he was, he had the arm hook and he turned, I think, too late. I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have, not thrown that. But I'm also, I was frustrated at the time, yelling at my TV because that's just what you do when you're a fan. But I don't think I can complain too much about that one being called.
My only complaint of the whole game might have just been D-Hop not getting that holding call.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was weird, and it's one of the only times I've heard. It's been a long time since I've heard an NFL official call a ball uncatchable.
I just think
they have not called a ball uncatchable in a long time, and there's been a lot of uncatchable balls.
I just feel like that should have been a holding.
Yes.
If anything.
Yeah, I don't think it was pass interference because it was uncatchable in the state that he was in.
But he also did contact him at the top of his route, at least illegal contact.
Yeah, but the reason he didn't have any shot at it is because he was getting held down the field.
Right. Whatever.
And that's the Chargers' drives were set up by 2 long
penalties. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care about those things. I'm a Chiefs fan. We just win games. So you can have your fluky penalty and we'll beat you in penalty yards and we'll just win.
That's kind of like KD games. It's the
perfect, also,
it's the
did you see that Chris Collinsworth was keying in on Jawan Taylor?
I heard about it. I didn't see
They're like, well, he's been, he's definitely moving early. It's like, Chris, I know you know the rule about a down lineman
think we all
in an
know
up
the rule
stance.
by now, but we don't apparently.
Okay. I'm once again going to tell the Dahm That's True audience the rule.
Yes.
If you're an O lineman, okay?
And your hand is not in the
your head, the tip of your helmet has to be in line with the center's waist.
The belt.
They made that so that you can't do that kind of wing formation anymore. All offensive linemen have to be forward, so defensive ends aren't absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you can either get in you could get in a 4-point stance, I guess, if you wanted. It's not a very good idea. But
I've done it before. They do it during the tush push. They get in the 4-point stance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can get in your stance. If you have any number of hands on the ground, you cannot shift at all. If you flinch at all, it's a false start.
Yes, you have to set.
If you are standing up, though, with no hands on the ground, you are allowed to, quote, shift your weight, which means move early. But it's a false start if you move early and your back foot hits the ground before the snap.
If you take any step, it's a penalty. Yeah.
If you notice, what Jawan Taylor's doing is he is kicking that back foot up during the snap, and by the time it snapped, His back foot's still in the air, and then his back foot hits the ground, and the ball's in Mahomes' hands already. And that's why he gets called for false starts, because if his timing is off, it's easy false start to call.
Right. If he has the snap count wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one that was a little egregious where he did kind of shift and then rock back. But also Joey Bosa jumped offside, or jumped, and that's what made him shift.
Right.
And then so it's kind of one of those where it's like, yeah, all right, I think we're all okay here. It was it looks weird. But
didn't Joey Bosa get called for that offside anyway?
No, I don't think on that one. No.
Well,
but yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's all.
I'm just saying.
I'm sick of it.
It's the rule. It's the rule. Now you know as a Dahm That's True listener.
And here's a little secret to anybody also who's a Dahm That's True listener. We'll give you a little, or the audio viewers, the
video
visual listeners. Yes. Here's a little tip I'll give you. If you ever see anybody arguing about a holding call and they post a picture, they are dumb. Because yes, it is a lot about hand placement, but hand placement isn't the only thing. You can have bad hand placement and run your feet and it's not holding. Because you still have the upper position.
Also, technically, holding, literally holding on to someone isn't a penalty.
Yeah.
It's the act of impeding their movement for, I think it's in the law, it's more than a half second.
Yeah,
I think it's written down.
Unnatural.
Because, you're allowed to yank on someone, and if they let go, you're allowed to yank just for a little, but then you have to let go.
Yeah.
And there's a small, I don't think it's an unwritten rule. I think you get a small amount of leeway as an O lineman holding on to somebody.
But you could bear hug somebody, and if they don't try to move out of your bear hug, then it's fine.
Right.
That's fine. You will probably get called for it, but it is fine technically.
Yeah. So
that's, any of that stuff. If anybody just posts a picture of, they're like, look at my guy. It's like, well, what the fuck was
also,
your guy doing?
another pro tip, if you're ever on Twitter and someone posts a still image and you look up in the profile picture section and they're a Bills fan and they're not named Chris Morlock, then you know they don't know ball.
Yeah. Nope.
Also, if they have a lightning bolt that's yellow and baby blue, then you know they also don't know ball.
Well, I'm trying to see, because I had a photo. Here, I want to show a prime example. I can't find it. I'll see if I can find it. I had a profile picture of me, and this is a prime example of why holding calls, you can't take pictures of them. Because I had a hit where I hit some kid. No, it's not on here. But I hit the guy, and his arms flew out like this for a split second.
Yeah.
And then he just went back. And it looks like I blew him up because they got the picture just right where his arms are so wide. And that's why I don't trust anybody who's ever got just a picture of holding. It's that's not.
Yeah.
Your guy can put his arms up, and if it's a swim move, it's a rip move. Sometimes that looks like holding, but they've agreed that's the gamble that they do, is that they can
Tom
go out of
Bahali
position
enjoyers understand this.
Yes,
Justin
the guy
Houston,
who hit the drum on Sunday night.
Oh, it was Tamba? I wasn't there for the
He was the drum
pregame.
guy, yep.
Justin Houston enjoyers will know this.
Well, Tom Bahali enjoyers. Justin Houston didn't really do that. Tamba's move was definitely
Tamba was his signature.
He was always trying to,
his signature was a swim.
he was trying to.
He was always running like this.
yes, because he was trying to rip under. So, I don't know, man. It just is frustrating to watch.
Okay, listen. If you're a Chargers fan and you're upset, look to 2018 Chiefs fans. If you don't score in the first half, you cannot complain about losing the game. You had 30 minutes to score any number of points. Any number of points in the first half would have won you the game. Any. 2. I guess 2 would have sent you to overtime.
You spotted the Chiefs 2 quarters. You lose. You did it. You gave them 2 free quarters. You said, you know what? I'm going to play you 2 quarters versus your 4 quarters.
And they scored. And
they said, okay. No problem.
The Chiefs had what? 5 trips to the red zone?
Yeah.
3 field goals, a touchdown, and then the game-winning field goal?
Yeah, 4 field goals and touchdown. Yes, 19 points.
All of those were in the red zone.
Yeah.
I guess no. I guess we only had 4 red zone trips because one of our field goals was from 40.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
We scored on 4 red zone trips. You held the Chiefs to 3 field goals. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Now your offense has to go score. They didn't.
Nope. Man. The game.
It just felt in the control of the Chiefs the whole time.
I feel bad. It almost sucks coming here every week. We're committed to coming here every week, but it's it's boring.
We don't have any new analysis.
Game winners. It's just yeah.
Well, and then
they went up. They played a terrible team close. They played a good team close. They won by a field goal. You knew it was going to happen. They marched down there. They didn't stop them.
Well, and that's one thing, Truman, I wanted to ask you about, because I know you are a Nagy non-believer.
Yeah.
But over these last 2 years, don't you feel like it's just our offense is inevitable when it needs to be? And because I heard someone say about this is that, Nagy doesn't have Mahomes putting up crazy numbers anymore.
Sure.
But what he does do is that we're getting third down automatically. It feels like when we need to. And I think it was Cowherd that said this about the Chiefs offense. They're just, you can't.
Yeah.
When it's 4 down time, because the Chiefs offense is designed to chew clock. And then when it's time to go for 4th down, they can.
Yeah. I think if you look at the numbers, like we haven't lost the like time of possession battle in like a long time.
And what is
it's also like we've had like 28 or 29 or like 30 drives of over 10 or 10 plus plays.
Right.
And that's like 8 more than everybody else.
Right. And then one thing we also don't do anymore, now that's come to the end of the season, the Chiefs have just simply decided to flick our turnovers and option switch to none.
Yeah. Yep.
We don't turn the ball over anymore. It's over for you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The one thing you can use to beat the Chiefs is take the ball away from Mahomes with turnovers, and they are not turning the ball over anymore.
If the Chiefs don't make mistakes, it's hard to beat them.
And they don't make the mistakes in December and January, ever. So, yeah. We've tried to warn you about this all year, that the Chiefs will just eventually clean all of it up. And now we pack up a Chargers team that's very good, that's going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's going to beat some teams.
Yeah.
That may even get a playoff win.
Sure. Not against us.
Not against us, because we'll be waiting.
Yeah. We'll be seeing you. All right. Let's move on. Owen, percentage that you would give the Chiefs to get the number 1 seed in the AFC?
66%.
Really?
Yeah.
Only 2/3.
Yeah.
Surprised you're not more confident.
Well, I thought that was pretty confident.
No, I mean, technically, the analytics say it's like an 83% chance.
Oh, okay.
And I would honestly give them about a 91% chance.
Well, we're 2 games up right now?
Yes. 2 games up on the Bills. I don't know where the Steelers are, but I just think the Steelers are going to lose to bad teams.
Yeah.
Once the Bills lost to the Rams, I was like, oh, and they still have to play the Lions.
Oh yeah.
I think
the Bills are packed. Bills are cooked. It's over for them. And then the Steelers have you seen their schedule? They go like Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs. Is there a 10-game stretch?
Yeah, yeah. Because we talked about this. Because we said because I said if Pittsburgh doesn't win to one of these next 3, like it's going to be hard.
Right.
They won 2 of the 3. Sorry, we're talking about Pittsburgh. Put the hat on.
It's not the time yet.
Yeah, but we're talking about them. Just put the Dunes cap on, would you? There you go. Just making sure. But the Steelers play. Let's see. Gosh, yeah, that is a murder.
They play
Eagles at the Eagles, at the Ravens, Chiefs on Christmas in Pittsburgh, and then the Bengals.
Yeah. So and then the Chiefs are the last one on their 3 games in 10 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now we're each doing 3 games in 10 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Chiefs' schedule is much easier. It's the Browns, ass. The Texans, shockingly ass. Like surprisingly ass.
Hard to call them ass, but they're not good. They're mid. The mid.
They're a team that the Chiefs allowed to score 30, but the Chiefs score 33.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And the Steelers at the end of it. And if
what percentage? Sorry, real quick. What percentage do you think ESPN's FPI would give the Chiefs over the Steelers
for the 1 seed?
No, for in their game that they're playing.
Oh, they probably give us like something stupid like a 65% chance to win.
52.6.
They predict it's going to be a real close game.
A 50-50 shot. I'm almost.
I feel a little weird right now.
I feel a little weird right now. I feel a little weird right now.
I think I would take those odds. You're telling me I can get Chiefs on the money line at plus 130?
Minus 130.
I'm still taking minus 130.
Yeah. That's according to ESPN.
George Pickens is going to crash out when Trent McDuffie says "ya mama," and then he's going to get ejected from the game.
Man, he's hurt. He's banged up too. That's tough. Tough games coming up against the Eagles and the Ravens, and George Pickens is banged up.
You hate to see it. Darn it. I'm not wishing for his injury. It just really stinks that the Chiefs don't get to play a talented opponent.
Owen, can you name me the odds for winning the Super Bowl? And you don't have to guess the Chiefs' odds first.
I think right now the Chiefs' odds are like 38%.
No. Betting odds.
Plus 400, I bet.
Plus 400? Plus 500. Not bad. What is the order of Super Bowl favorites right now?
So right now it's Lions on top.
Mm-hmm.
And they're what? plus 250.
Plus 270. That's a sick guess. And also
very wrong.
Plus 270. Come on, dude.
Come on, folks. They're suckering the people who really want the Chiefs to lose.
Cash out your Lions Super Bowl bet right now. That's the best odds you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after that's probably the Bills.
No, it's Chiefs. Chiefs at plus.
Oh, Chiefs in the 2 spot now after last night.
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that the Chiefs were in the 3 spot going into last night.
Right.
Shows you how much I care about Super Bowl betting odds. I don't really like betting on that.
Sure.
I am 1 for 1 all time though.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, the Chiefs you said at plus 500,
and you're honestly probably 2 for 2 because I think we both bet twice on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I bet in the game, and then I obviously had the Christmas bet last year.
Who's number 3?
Probably still the Bills.
Nope.
Is it the Eagles?
Yes. At plus 550.
Where are the Ravens at?
Right behind the Bills. Bills are number 4 at plus 650. Ravens are plus 1,000.
At a 5?
Who's the 6th team? This one's very interesting.
Probably the Vikings, right?
It is the Vikings, yes.
Okay.
They're actually tied with the Packers.
Ah.
And right after that is the Steelers, then the Texans, then the Chargers, then the Broncos, then the Bucks.
Dude, I saw a Broncos fan talking about how they could win the Super Bowl. They're like, yeah, Chiefs will choke the 2 seed, then we'll go to the Chiefs and beat them. I'm like, okay, well, you can't have both of those.
No.
You can have one of those. You can't have both.
Yeah. You know what? This is a good year I think it is a good year to lock up the 1 seed. Last year, I think there was an obvious team that was getting in where you're like, yeah, we're going to beat the Dolphins.
Right.
It's like, yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, who cares?
Or were we the 2 seed?
No, we were
the
3
seed.
And we still won, no problem.
Yeah. And we would have beat the Steelers, too. Both those teams, you're yeah, we got no problem with that. This year, I'm kind of like, man, I would not have to fucking play the Buffalo or Broncos or the Chargers or the Ravens and then have to go play Buffalo Chiefs or Steelers. Like, God, what a nightmare that would be.
Yeah, we should lock it up. Anyway, so you'll start with beating Jameis.
Yeah, I would give it a 95% chance for the Chiefs to get the 1 seed.
Oh yeah, well you're really confident. Yeah, I think everyone else's schedule is so much tougher than ours.
Yeah, I think the Bills beat the Lions this week.
Also, we have.
Can I say that? Does that?
Yes.
I think that makes sense. I think the Bills bounce back. But it's
either
we
way.
only needed the Bills to go 1-1.
Also, either way, either
2-1.
way, we don't care. If they lose to the Lions, it's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
And
there's a chance that they lose and the Steelers lose and the Chiefs win, and then the Chiefs have a 3-game buffer.
Yeah.
And it's with 3 games to play, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Then
they could have it locked up before Christmas.
Yeah.
Which the 1 seed locked up.
And our 10-game stretch now looking at it is definitely the easiest of all the teams.
And I still say if the Chargers, if the Bills and Steelers lose this week and we win, absolutely the starters should rest on Christmas Day.
Oh, against the Texans?
No, against the Steelers.
Oh, against the Steelers.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Which would be so funny for Netflix after they paid so much money to get the Christmas.
Well, we don't know how many frames
we're
going to be seeing,
and they got the Chiefs on there and all that stuff.
After the Tyson fight, we just don't know how many frames we're going to be seeing. It could be 1 frame per minute, it was for the Tyson fight.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So that'd be my odds I'd give them.
Okay. I'll up mine to 85.
Okay. All right. Okay. Owen, one big question here: are the Chiefs lucky?
A little, sure, but every team is lucky.
A little bit, yeah. What is it? What's the old saying? There's a couple old sayings about luck. I'd rather be lucky than good.
The Chiefs are a little lucky.
Luck is what when opportunity meets
preparation.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah,
but I think the only game that you consider lucky
the Raiders
is the Raiders. Honestly,
the Broncos is the second luckiest. It's not luck per se because that guy had been getting knocked over a bunch, but also he'd been knocked over a bunch and they hadn't been blocking it. So it's a little lucky to get him knocked over and block it.
Sure, but I mean, I guess those two. But like the Ravens, once again, they needed a 2-point conversion and then Patrick Mahomes in overtime. Okay, pack it up.
No, 2-point conversion or Patrick Mahomes in overtime.
No, they had
2-point conversion would have won the game. They were only down 7.
No, they were down 8.
We won the game 27-20.
Yeah.
27-20.
Dude, no, they needed the 2 to tie.
I'm gonna watch you Google, and you're gonna have to wear the Dunes cap for the rest of the episode.
I could have sworn
you could have taken it off until you said this. Now you're gonna have to wear it the rest of the episode. Your posture's gonna be so good after working through it. You're gonna feel bad. All the viewers at home are just listening. All the viewers and listeners.
It is 27-20.
That's right. I know it was. That's why they would have. But they were holding up the 2. They were gonna go for 2, but they were going for the win.
I could have sworn they needed it. Anyway, I was wrong. Who cares? Not me. Anyway, I don't think the Chiefs are lucky.
I think the Chiefs.
You call the Chiefs lucky if they're getting third downs at like 25% and all of them are in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But they're getting like 65% of third downs.
Yes. I think the Chiefs, like we're talking about, the Chiefs are very good at executing the drive that runs out the clock.
We've been good at it this year.
Was so bad at time management for so long that his turnaround of how good he's gotten at not calling timeouts and not leaving a bunch of time on the clock. They know exactly how long it takes. They've got the ball at the 25-yard line and it's a minute left and they're huddling up because they know they have the time for that.
I want to point out something, Truman. The Chiefs haven't gotten the ball back up 3, I think, like in any of these games. I think they've gotten the ball back tied or down, which I think helps.
What do you mean?
Because,
the drive that they had an opportunity to put the Raiders away, I believe.
Yes.
And they didn't.
Right.
They did punt the ball there.
Right.
Yeah, because they tried the Xavier Worthy long pass and dropped it.
If the Chiefs are up 4, if the Chiefs are up 3 with 4 minutes left, I get nervous.
Yeah, ironically, they're really terrible at that drive.
Right.
They're really terrible at hey, you've got 4 minutes.
Just burn it all.
And you know who other teams are a lot better at that drive against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are bad at that.
Yeah, it's true.
It's one of those where if it's 5 minutes left and the Chiefs are up on you and you get stopped on third down, punt the ball.
Right.
Because they're going to punt it right back to you in about 2 minutes.
Right. Yeah. It's been weird. But no, I don't think the Chiefs are lucky. I think also when you look at like ex-pro players talking about this, this is the popular question. Mm-hmm. They ask I saw Richard Sherman today.
Yeah.
And they obviously asked Tom Brady, and they asked like Pat McAfee, and they asked like Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman. And none of these guys say yes. Yeah. I wonder why that is.
Right. Dude, and I get on ESPN today, checked my fantasy scores and whatnot, and I open ESPN, and the front page of ESPN on the NFL page is video. It's Rex Ryan. It says the Chiefs are the most vulnerable they've ever been, or the Chiefs are very vulnerable right now. And it's like, motherfucker, everybody that you say the Chiefs are vulnerable to keeps losing to bad teams. The Ravens, they're the AFC champs from what I understand. Week 5, they were supposed to be the AFC champs, I think.
Yeah.
They are 8-5 now, they're 8-5, 9-4, whatever.
I'll confirm that for you.
And now and the Bills lose to the Rams. You're like, okay, cool, sweet. A game that the Chiefs would have won. Honestly, a team a lot like the Chargers, where you're just like, where the Chiefs just went, no, we're gonna win this game.
The Baltimore Ravens are 8-5.
8-5. That's what I thought. Yeah, because I think they're all like, I think it's Ravens, Broncos, and Chargers.
I need to look up NFL Kippa. Why are people saying the Baltimore Ravens are going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, that is funny, yes.
Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, I have seen that guy.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
By the way, speaking of, because you're speaking like that, real quick, I do want to ask.
Shut up.
Is Tottenham going to get relegated?
No, you're dumb.
Did you see that tweet?
Yes, of course I did.
I'm surprised you didn't take the bait.
No, I'm not, because I'm not stupid. Of course they're not going to get relegated.
You would take the bait.
No, I wasn't giving you the dignity of the response.
You guys got up 2-0 on Chelsea, and I was like,
yeah, my bet won. So I bet Tottenham to win that game, and I won it because MGM does early cash out if you're 2 up. Mm-hmm. So I had a nice surprise in my MGM account. I always bet the over on corners. I bet 14 corners in a Tottenham game, always. Let's see, 5 times in a row cash, by the way.
Sure.
And then I bet us to win, and we went 2-0 up, and I was like, sweet. And then my bet cashed, and then I cried the rest of the game. But the bet won.
Kind of trash, dude. Kind of ass.
Yeah, it's happened.
I saw Sonny hit the goal in the 90th minute, and I was like, ooh, Chris Paul hits big 3 to take the lead down to 42.
Yeah, that game only sucks because that would have been a game winner had we not given up 2 penalties. But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, just, speaking of teams that are lucky.
I
think Tottenham's lucky to have 20 points even.
Okay.
No, I don't think the Chiefs are lucky, but I do think they are great at situational football.
Oh,
and I think being in the playoffs has helped them. I think this is an extremely veteran, experienced team with high leverage situations.
You know what the Chiefs would never do?
What?
have a kick infraction at the most important kick of the game.
True.
Send the Chiefs up at the 40-yard line.
Yep.
Andy Reid said, "Thank you," and they ran the ball.
Well, the Chiefs did do that, though, against the Broncos.
What do you mean? We had a kick
Harrison
infraction?
Butker kicked that ball out of bounds. You don't remember that?
Oh, wait.
Everybody forgets
Oh,
that
wait, yeah,
because he kick.
Oh, yeah, because he, like, his leg, like, broke on the turf.
And then he went on the IR, right after that.
Right.
Which is funny, but...
Okay, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what? You can take the Dune cap off. I worry you're going to break it one day.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I guess you're the Lisan Al-Gaib. You see Lisan Al-Gaib on
he was
College
cooking.
Game Day?
He was cooking.
4 for 6. And honestly,
people like
the
he was
two
reading
loss
off,
were like overtime.
He was like, people were like, he was reading off a script. Like, yeah, they all write their script, man. So
yeah, like
he obviously did his research.
Why do other people come on there and look dumb then if he was reading off a script?
Because he was reading off a script, but he did the research and
he wrote it himself.
He wrote it. That's what they do.
Or he had somebody who was knowledgeable at least write it for him. And awesome, great job.
Way better than Chip and Joanna Gaines. The Baylor people that come on whenever game day goes to Baylor.
Well, it's also like if you look like they say like Timothy Chalamet on Twitter only follows like 34 people, and like 10 of them are like sports podcasters, and it's like he probably he might know ball. He's at least interested in ball.
A college kid knowing ball.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know, man.
It wouldn't be surprising.
Let's do Chiefs versus Browns preview.
Truman, have you prayed to God recently? Because I know Jameis has. What do you think James is going to say? What do you think James is going to say before the game?
God.
I just thank God that he gave me this opportunity to play this beautiful game against the Kansas City Chiefs, #1 team in the league. You couldn't imagine a better opportunity.
He's going to mention, he's like, sure, they're Super Bowl champs, but but every game is kind of my Super Bowl because God has given me this opportunity to be back in the league, starting for this great city and this great town, for this great team.
And to be clear,
I love all my brothers.
To be clear, we're not making fun of people who, thank God every day in their life. That's fine. We're making fun of Jameis for saying God gave him the opportunity to play in the snow the other day.
But also because Jameis is just hilarious. Jameis is going to say something hilarious. And I bet he mentioned something about the Chiefs always winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that how this is the Super Bowl or this is God's Super Bowl or something like that. Yeah. Yes, you will hear something about from.
I saw
Jameis.
A Twitter post. It was like, Jameis looks like the only person that would believe what Jameis has to say.
That is kind of true, honestly. Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, but once again, how can you dislike Jameis Winston?
Well, mostly the sexual assault.
Jameis Winston? He had a sexual assault case?
Yeah, he assaulted his Uber driver. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Or the crab leg stealing stuff and all that.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair.
Who cares? But, petty theft? I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't get jail. He allegedly, did that because he settled out of court. So technically,
you're telling me the Browns have a definite rapist as their QB1?
Well,
and
alleged definite rapist.
And an alleged sexual assaulter as their #2?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did not know.
But everybody just kind of moved on from it.
I didn't know that Jameis had the SA stuff.
What?
I didn't know that Jameis had SA stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
That's why it's like the shtick with Jameis is kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, well, we're also kind of a scumbag.
Kind of like the Kobe stuff, right?
Yeah, right. Well, I don't. You listen. Let's not get into this. Let's not.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
My goat wouldn't do that.
No, I mean my goat's a great family man. My goat didn't gamble the night before the finals every other time.
Bringing up Jor poker, bro.
My goat just drinks a glass of wine here or there. That's my goat personally.
My goat just says yabba dabba dabba da no no baby.
My goat just pretends to read books. My goat is a Browns fan also.
My goat is a family man. My goat has 2 kids.
Yep.
One he named 3rd place for the rest of his life.
What?
Bronze Mahomes.
Oh yeah. No, that's not his real. His
Patrick Mahomes is 3rd. I know.
Yeah. But it is, they call him bronze. It's like, you came 3rd, buddy. Sorry.
Damn.
He's like, even I'm #2.
That is the Chiefs versus Browns for you.
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know what? I think the Chiefs lose this game.
No.
Hear me out. This is the dumb one we've been waiting on. Especially because if the Chiefs win this game, they coast to the playoffs. They coast to that 1 seed. It's the Chiefs lose this game in the noon window, and then in the afternoon window, you have to watch the Bills beat the Lions, and the pressure to be all the way
you're
back
forgetting.
on.
You're forgetting what happened in 2022. What was our one loss in 2022?
Colts?
2022?
Wasn't that Chris Jones calling Matt Ryan a cracker or whatever? Probably.
No, we lost multiple games in the Chris Jones lost year.
That was 2022.
That was 2023.
No, that was 2022.
You're telling me the only game we lost
Juju.
in the whole league was to the Colts?
No, we lost other games that year.
Then what was the 15-1 year?
That was 2020, I thought, or 2020.
Oh, that's 2020. You're right. We went 14. Oh, we went 14-2. You're right, in the Eagles year, because we had the 1 seed pretty easily. Right?
It might have been the Bucs year too. I'm not sure we had a 15-1 year.
Yeah, no, we did. It was COVID.
We just did this. It was the COVID year. It was 2020.
Yeah, it was COVID.
Yeah. Which I can't remember what game we lost the Bills game. We lost that terrible Bills game where it rained in the halftime.
That's
and all
what
that
I'm
stuff.
saying, and we've already lost to the Bills.
Okay.
So the script is there. We're gonna beat the Browns.
Yeah. I hope not, because then that means we're losing to the Bucs in the Super Bowl.
I'm pretty sure
Would be hilarious for Baker.
we just beat the Bill. We just beat the Browns in general when we play them. We
lot of
re-signed
people
Dan
beat the Browns in
Sorensen for a
general.
quote dirty hit.
Oh, well, you know what? Bring back my goat for one more. Bring back my scrote, Daniel Sorensen.
Would you okay? As a hater of Chief safeties in general, who would you rather have? Najee Johnson or your goat Dan Sorensen?
Najee Johnson.
Would you rather have Najee Johnson or Phillip Gaines?
Najee Johnson.
Would you rather have Najee Johnson or Orlando Scandrick?
Najee Johnson.
Would you rather have Najee Johnson or Steven Nelson?
Well, we're about to find out. Aren't we? Steven Nelson in the building right now.
His ass is
He's
getting
in Kansas City right now. He's actually coming down the stairs. Steven Nelson coming. No, just
He's actually signed already to the practice squad.
they signed him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. His ass is getting elevated, bro.
I just wish Jalen Watson would come back. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
I need Jameis to prey on Jalen Watson.
What's Richard Sherman doing right now?
Being on
evidently
First
being
Things
a
First, or-
podcaster.
Yeah, he's on First Take every now and again or something. I think he signed to ESPN.
Surely there's some guy on the street who is a ex-corner that's still working out.
I don't.
Hey, Kareem, who are you working out with? Any corners?
Yeah, right. I'm trying to think of corners that have been out of the league that what's Josh Norman doing?
I think too many years out of the league.
Too many years out of the league? Yeah.
Oh, what's his face that we always wanted to get from Arizona? He's retired.
Patrick Peterson.
Yep.
Yes. Somebody did mention. I heard somebody mention that name last week, or within the last week, somebody mentioned.
Well, who
Patrick
was
Peterson.
the cornerback that had the brother that went to Virginia Tech?
Fuller?
Yes.
Yes.
Kyle
They
Fuller?
talked about us trading for him. He's still on. He's on the Commanders.
Yeah, Kendall.
No. His Kendall Fuller isn't on the Commanders. I think Kyle Fuller is. They're both still in the league. They're both still playing, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, there's talk that we might go get one of those guys, and we didn't.
What's Jeff Allen doing right
Not playing corner.
now? He's no.
Yeah. Also, somebody posted Emmanuel Forbes because he was a first round pick last year, and the Commanders just cut him. And
He's a corner?
Yeah, and he's awful. But they posted a video of him working out, and it was like, oh, that's why he's bad. The skinniest guy you've ever seen.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I want my cornerbacks big, strong, and insane.
Truman, you know what
In
I
the
think
head.
you have to do to beat the Chiefs?
What?
You have to be an accurate thrower of the football. Do you know who's might be the least accurate quarterback the Chiefs will face? This is going up against with Aiden O'Connell on the list. Aiden O'Connell, apparently much improved because he played pretty well.
And done for the year. Also.
Yeah, I saw that. I feel bad for him.
Man, we just barely missed getting to play Desmond Ridder. That would have been fun. To save that guy's career. Listen, the Chiefs are kind of heroes. We keep kind of saving careers.
See, that's the thing. Jameis Winston's already had his career saved, so narrative says that.
Yeah, this would be
Trent McDuffie first interception?
Oh, that'd be tasty, wouldn't it?
I'm saying.
Trent's kind of been in a tough spot lately. He's been getting a little cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, they're playing zone.
Yeah, I know. Ugh, I hate the secondary right now, man.
Yeah, they're not the best.
No.
Joshua Williams played decently.
The pass rush is looking better.
Whoa, you're telling me after you add O'Menihue, it looks better?
Is he 94 or 90? He's 90.
I think he's 90. Yeah.
He was not playing that much. Still.
No,
I think
they're still working
ramping
back
him
in,
up, which is fine.
Yeah, I don't think the Browns O-line is good enough to contain the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the thing that the Browns do the best is run the ball, and the Chiefs are gonna eat you up on the run game.
Yep.
Nick Bolton that's the reason why we chose him over Willie Gay, because the Chiefs value Nick Bolton's run stopping over anything else. Which honestly, when you think about it, I think that's the reason why they let Willie Gay go. Is Willie Gay was much better in coverage.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna have Trent McDuffie and you believe in the corners that you had, which they did at the beginning of the season,
they did, and they should have. They were a great team when they were 1-7.
Yeah.
Or weeks 1 through 7 when they had Jalen Watson. Once
Yeah,
Jalen Watson got hurt, this defense.
The choice to keep Nick Bolton makes sense now because you're like, hey Nick, we really, we're okay with you getting beat by tight ends. We just need you to stop the run. And he's like, you got it, coach.
Yep.
I think the Chiefs are just better. It sucks that McCole Harbin's out, but now Nico Remigio is back there taking kicks. He looks good.
He looks fine. Yeah. Looks like a fine
He's no
kicks.
Sky Moore. Sky Moore is still on the IR.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Sky Moore.
Hard to heal from a gunshot wound, but I'm telling you, dude, they shot Sky Moore. They signed DeAndre Hopkins and they walked into Sky Moore's apartment and shot him in the stomach, and that was it.
Damn.
Done. Over.
D-Hop's getting more reps. He's catching the ball. Xavier Worthy's making Tyreek-esque catches, meaning his hands aren't very good, but he's open.
Yeah, he's fine. He bobbled that third down a little bit.
I know, that scared me. You know who's my consistent goat?
He was working. He got it.
My consistent goat is out there.
Oh.
Come on.
White guy! Yeah!
He is a white guy.
Christian Watson, even. Oh, you're talking about Noah Gray?
Yeah, I'm talking about Noah Gray.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Justin Watson is still my consistent goat, though.
Justin Watson. Yeah, that's fair.
Even if sometimes he's just doing cardio, Justin Watson realizes that he just wants to stack Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. He's vibing.
He's really just kind of a lunch pail guy.
Real coach's son. Real heady.
First in, last out.
Sneaky athletic.
Surprising speed.
Plays the game the right way.
Student of the game.
Yeah. We say gym rat?
Yeah.
I feel like normally we say gym rat pretty early.
My one that I remembered. Consummate Pro.
That's a good one.
Consummate Pro.
I'd let him date my daughter.
Guy you'd let your daughter date.
Yeah, right.
Of course.
Okay. Let's. All that being said, white guy. Adjectives away. Yeah. White guy. Let's do a score prediction.
20-13.
Damn it!
Is that one you have dialed up?
I have 20-16.
Actually,
because the spread, Owen, mind you, the spread is 4.5. Chiefs by 4.5.
Oh my gosh,
20-16.
Vegas is tired of this shit.
20-16.
Yes. Because the spread is minus 4.5. Give me 24-10. Because Jameis is from the South, and it's gonna be cold.
It's in Cleveland.
I know.
It's not going to be that cold.
Yes, it is. Cleveland is north of us.
What?
Was this in the news?
Oh, my God. Since when? Let's look it up. Let's look up what the weather's going to be in Cleveland. Also, it's been uncharacteristically nice.
It has been nice.
Actually, it's going to fucking snap. Right now that I look at it, it's fucking snapping cold. Again,
right now?
So, tomorrow is 41. Wednesday, when this comes out, it's 33.
Yep.
Thursday's 41. Friday's 45.
That's still pretty warm.
That's not bad.
That means February is going to be bad.
You can't complain about 40 degrees in Kansas City.
February is going to be bad, bro.
Let's see. Friday is Sunday is 46-38.
In Cleveland?
Yeah, 50% chance of rain though. Ugh. I feel a little weird right now. Yeah, not crazy excited for that. So yeah, give me 20-16 Chiefs.
Give me 21-17 Chiefs. Hell yeah. No, we need some field goals. 24-17. It might break the rule. Nope, wait, I can't break the rule. Give me 23-21 Chiefs. There we go. Yeah. That sounds good.
That's a tasty.
2 field goals.
3 field goals.
3 field goals, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And actually, no. 3 touchdowns and the Chiefs win on a safety.
Imagine.
The Chiefs have the
three
ball.
touchdowns. They punt it. Matt Ariza gets a punt to the 1, holding in the end zone for a safety.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect. A controversial one, too. I want a ticky-tack hold, too.
Holding.
I think, by the way, the newest way that I think the Chiefs are going to win one of these games is that Matt Ariza punts the ball and then lights up the ball carrier, picks it up, and scores a touchdown.
That would feed me personally forever. I'd be fat as fuck.
Yeah.
I would be, that punter just sacrificing life and limb to go smack somebody.
Yes.
You know what that is? You know who Matt Ariza is? I have no evidence to support this claim or research.
Yeah! Wait, what? Oh, whoa. He's been acquitted.
Matt Ariza is the soccer player that, like, his soccer team, like,
got bullied a little bit. He played at
a school who was poor or something, and they cut their soccer program, and he still wanted to do a fall sport, but he didn't want to do track or cross country, so he just said, I'll just go kick a football. And then he's like, hey, can I hit people? And the coach is like, I guess. And someone made fun of him one day for being weak. So he lit somebody up on a punt one time. And he just decided from his sophomore year of high school on that he was just going to do that.
That's why he's my Lord and Savior, the punt god.
He's fucking nice. It's nice to have 0 shanked punts.
He's got me feeling nicey, honestly.
Some icy? Some Matty Ice?
You haven't seen the John Gruden doing that where he's talking about, got me feeling nicey. Oh!
No.
Oh, you got to watch honestly, still a great football guy.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
X shift left to right hockey 2-7.
Yeah.
Double shift fakey Y47 pizza.
Yeah. Let's do hot takes. We asked you on twitter.com/Steen Machine, and Owen retweeted on twitter.com/OwenGoshDamas.
Pretty late, to be honest. If you got a take off my account, I don't know about it.
A little late. I have to wait until Owen retweets it, and then I send him the script. So Owen retweeted it too late, so he didn't get the script today. So Owen doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Damn.
How it goes. It's cutthroat. It couldn't possibly also be because I didn't write the script at all today because I was so tired from getting back to the.
You'll never believe this. It was basically the same script as all of the other Dahm That's Trues that have ever existed. I know it's crazy. We did a Chiefs review, 2 Chiefs topics, a league review. We're going to do hot takes now. Then you'll never believe this, but we're going to do the NFC South Team of the Week later. I know it's surprising and a surprise segment for you all.
Yes.
And just to sprinkle in another one of surprise, we're going to go over my 5-team parlay.
You know what? And I bet before that we'll even talk about the if any Scorigamis happen.
No, Truman, please. I can only handle so much surprise.
I can only handle so much content, so much high quality content from the boys.
Hey, I'm saying.
Okay. First one comes from Jeffrey Kane, says CFP correctly kept Bama out of the playoffs.
Yep, W. You cannot lose to 2 6-6 teams if you want to be in the playoffs. And that wasn't even their only 2 losses. They had 3.
I know. That's like, I don't know if anybody gets it. Like, everybody's like,
but they're so good.
You know,
but your resume
you've all
has
seen the takes where it's like, well, Bama should just never schedule any tough non-con opponents anymore.
They don't. They already don't.
They played Mercer and like Murray State
and Wisconsin,
South Alabama,
and Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe.
That was their only tough game. They played Wisconsin. Wisconsin went 6-6. Wisconsin went 5-7.
Yeah. Yes.
Wisconsin did not make a bowl game.
I don't think any of those teams that they played made a bowl
No.
game. And that's the thing. It's like, dude, you are out of the playoff because you lost to 6-6 Vandy
and 6-6 Oklahoma, who was losing to everybody.
I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah, A tier.
Yeah, A tier for that. Just because like it's not that spicy, and it could be wrong. Like, to be fair, if SMU and Indiana get fucking boat raced week 1, we're gonna have to move this.
Indiana's playing Notre Dame, so they will not be getting boat raced.
I agree, but if that happens, we're gonna have to move this take down to the B tier.
I just don't care about SEC tiers.
I think it is absolutely correct to keep Bama out. I don't think there's any reason Bama deserves to be in.
SEC went from crying about not 2 spots in the 14 playoff, and now you want 4 spots in the 12 team. Shut up, okay? Shut up. It was extra easy to make the playoff this year. Everybody had a loss.
How the Big Ten got fucking 5 teams or whatever.
Imagine.
Okay. Jeffrey also shared a picture of crescent rolls that he didn't roll up. And he said, crescent rolls are better when you actually roll them. He said, I didn't realize this until yesterday, but are still very good. Wait. When you actually roll them? Jeffrey, have you never?
He's probably saying he forgot to roll his crescent roll.
No, but he's saying crescent rolls are better when you actually roll them. He said I didn't realize this until yesterday. Like,
has he been eating them unrolled?
Right. I'm not sure he's ever eaten them rolled up, ever, which would blow my mind if that's the case. Honestly, you could just keep the crescent rolls unrolled and then cut them into squares and then just bake them a little longer and turn them into pita chips. Be kind of good.
Maybe. I don't know why you would ruin a crescent roll like that.
Okay.
I gotta look at this. I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about Jeffrey now. He's been eating them in these weird triangle shapes this whole time.
That's my question. I don't know.
Jeffrey, this is scary.
Jeffrey,
scared.
I know you listen. You typically listen weekly. Text us or message us on Twitter with a group.
Have you been eating these unrolled?
And tell us what was going on with you, because if you've never eaten these rolled up, we're gonna have a question.
We might have to ban you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hard talk. Okay, next one comes from Allison. Allison Renner.
Yep.
Friend of the show. We're also not going to put your weird crescent rolls thing on the. That's not going on the tier list. There's too much clarification that needs to happen. Too much weird crescent roll stuff happening. Next one comes from Allison Renner. Says music trends follow all other trends, similar to how we are seeing '90s retro country resurgence the last few years. Metal and hardcore music will have a huge comeback with the 2000s trends we are seeing now. He said Creed was only the beginning.
Yeah, I just think it's.
I think I think Gen Z has proven to be nostalgic for older things. So you are right that music follows other trends, because it's why Pepsi is back to the kind of retro, kind of new age Pepsi logo. It's all that kind of stuff. We're moving away from the minimalism it's why Mountain Dew is going back to spelling out mountain, because they're trying to go back to how it was.
Well, it's mainly because like everybody's seeing these minimalized logos and everyone's saying these fucking suck.
Yeah, these are fucking ass. Yes. And so now we're back to this.
Yeah.
So, yes, absolutely.
I'll
give it A tier for music trends follow other trends.
A for a music.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
A for accurate takes about
this
music.
I mean, this just happens in history. Like Ray-Bans were invented in the 80s and like died out in the 90s, then came back in the thousands and died out, and now they're back again.
Ray-Bans?
Yeah, like the style.
I feel like they're back out again. I feel like Ray-Bans are out again.
Right. Who cares?
But
they'll be back. It's just fashion styles, like bell bottoms. Bell bottoms are back.
Right, and that's I saw somebody post like the cringe based
sinusoidal curve,
where it's the for generations, and it's that so it's like the silent generation was based. Boomers were cringe. Gen X is based. Millennials are cringe. Gen Z is based. Gen Alphas will be cringe. But there's Gen Betas being born right now.
Gen Beta?
Yeah. Because we got to the end of Z.
Fuck, we're old.
Now we have to start on those.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm a
We're
millennial.
We're the third oldest generation now.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm still a millennial or Gen Z.
You're Gen Z. We're Gen Zs.
Dude, we're on the cusp. 96 and 97 right on the cusp.
Yeah, we're Zillennials, but we didn't really have dial-up. Like, you didn't really have dial-up.
But I know how to use what a VCR is. And
sure.
Apparently a lot of Gen Z doesn't know what a VCR is.
But we don't really know what dial-up was. I understand they told me, but by the time I could use the internet, I didn't have to worry about who was on the phone. I didn't have to.
That's true, but we did have a home phone.
Sure.
Gen Z never had a home phone.
Some Gen Z is. I mean, I had a home phone till I was like in middle school. So
me too.
So I would imagine Gen Zs had it when they were in elementary school.
Nah, Gen Zs
the kids that are solid
Gen Zs just had 7 genders and feelings, Truman. Don't you know?
What is happening? What?
I'm parroting the idiotic conservative thing that people who are unfunny on Twitter say.
That's fair. That's fair. Did you see the guy that was bumping into like the door frame, and everybody's like, what? There's a guy who posted videos like every generation like bumping in, or it's like 80s kids bumping in the door, 70s kids bumping in the door frame, and it's like,
what?
By the time to get to like 2020s or 2010 kids, they like bump into the door frame. Like it's like, what, dude? It's like, how is this content for anybody? How is anybody?
Content seems easier and easier to make these days.
Everybody's like, you should have posted that on Facebook. That is not a.
You should have posted that on Facebook.
Last one comes from Allison. We only had 4 this week. Despite having some major players out with long-term injuries, I'm feeling really great about the Stars so far. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Sure.
Yeah, I know exactly how good they're doing.
Sorry, we're not really in the thick of hockey yet because we're not. The Chiefs are still playing, and the Islanders aren't.
They have won 2 in a row.
They have won 2 in a row
against
but
2 good teams.
They're quite simply not very good, though.
We're in the Islanders aren't very good portion of the season, Truman. We've already talked about this.
Yeah, right. Well, we're waiting for Barzal to get back. Once Barzal's back,
and then we will stop randomly losing 2-game leads, which is what Hall of Famer Patrick Waugh was brought in to do.
Yeah,
and we'll see in the playoffs.
You know what makes me sick? And this is why we're gonna put this take down in C tier because I'm mad at you, because the Dallas Stars haven't had an overtime loss yet. Do you understand that the Islanders have had 7 overtime losses?
Put that
already?
in D for Dallas Stars. I don't want to.
Yeah, D for Dallas Stars. There you go. Yeah.
How dare you gloat?
We're mad at you for not having.
How dare you gloat your superior goaltending on our podcast?
Despite injuries, Dallas Stars are good.
They talked about. She talked about injuries.
Yeah, they said she's banged up. Apparently, they're banged up.
It better be 7 starters.
Yeah, right. Like the Islanders.
Yeah, it better be 7 starters. It better be your entire first line.
Yeah, you're not missing what? Oh my God, who was our Duclair?
Duclair, brand new signing.
Yeah, like awesome signing. Was playing awesome.
First 3 games injured. Game 4.
Our all-star, all-world, all hot Matthew Barzal.
True. And and Islanders Brad Pitt was injured there for a while too.
Yeah, just got back. Saw it.
Don't talk to us about injuries. Don't talk to me about injuries, a Tottenham fan. How dare you bring up injuries on my show?
Shut up. Don't talk about soccer.
We talked about soccer already.
We were talking about gambling. It's different.
I guess.
We were talking about making fun of you. I was antagonizing you. That's different.
I did antagonize you this weekend, though.
How'd you antagonize me? What'd you do?
I made fun of you for your Fortnite skill.
Oh, dude. Oh my God, I got my ass fucking kicked playing Fortnite.
Did you get boxed like a fish, Truman?
Well, I play no build.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I think I should be playing builds.
Why were you not playing OG?
I was playing OG. You play the OG map, and it's OG stuff. It's just no build.
What's the point then? Play build on the OG.
I know. I also feel because the people I play with don't build. Don't. But I think
you know who you are. Step it up, you.
Like legit, I'm like I used to play builds because it's like, oh, you get shot, cool, put up a wall, cool, put up a ramp. All right, now shoot him. But to be fair, I assume because I haven't played, I haven't played builds.
Kids are cranking, bro.
I was like, the fact that I haven't played like any builds in 2 years, the way I was getting I didn't get a single kill. We played for an hour on Fortnite. I didn't get a single kill, dog. And like,
not even on a bot.
It got so bad, we stopped playing and went and played Phasmophobia. We had a full squad. We had a full 4-stack, and we went, we're better at Phasmophobia.
You guys got packed up and went to play against ghosts instead.
Yes, we went to go hunt ghost instead. And you know what happened there? I died. I died to the ghost.
Tell me you were doing the top level in Phasmo.
We were at least doing professional.
Okay,
we were not the top. We weren't doing Nightmare because Nightmare sucks.
Nightmare is like you're going for a completion. It's not fun anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Because like you're sacrificing people to finish it at that point.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Wow.
There you go. All right, let's get into the rest of the show. NFC South Team of the Week.
The Panthers, because they should have won, but their guy dropped the ball.
Xavier Leggett.
That sucks.
R.I.P. Man. That sucks.
They should have beat the Eagles too, dude. This is why I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. All these contenders are either losing games or like actually should have lost.
I know.
And once again, if the Chiefs lost the games they should have lost, Denver and to the Raiders, we're still top 3. We're still beating all these other teams.
It's true.
The only team we beat behind is the Bills, and they're going to lose some more games.
I'm trying to think. The Bucks won. They beat the hell out of the Raiders. Saints beat the Giants.
Who cares?
Gosh, yeah. Falcons lost to the Vikings. I'll give it to the Bucks. I'm all right to do that. They beat the Raiders. That's fine. I don't know. I gave it to the Panthers last week for being close. I can't keep giving out participation trophies because I'm not soft like these Gen Zers, you know.
I can. Because I'm soft.
He's a soft Gen Z.
My fingers are soft.
Yep.
My hands
I got pretty good calluses right now because I've been working out.
Pumping iron.
I did pull-ups on the pull-ups really fucking tear out my hands. So.
Yeah, you should.
I'm doing assisted pull-ups because I am It's hard to lift up this much weight.
You should also just do assisted pull-ups because it's a better workout.
Yeah, but so
because you can do more, so you can just have more reps.
That's fair. Maybe. I'm no expert.
You can only do
But I'm doing the push pull legs. I'm feeling like
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Closest Scorigami of the week.
We know.
Not only was there a close Scorigami, there was a really close Scorigami.
There was a Scorigami? I don't know which one this is.
Bills Rams.
Did 36-13 finally happen?
Bills Rams was the first time, or the second time that's ever happened. 44-42.
That was a one other time.
The Scorigami, I believe, was 32-26. Dolphins Jets. I will confirm. Oh my God! Ignore that. That was the Monday Night Football. You hear Joe Buck screaming Monday Night Countdown. NFL Scorigami. Let me double check. Yes, that was Scorigami. Dolphins Jets 32-26.
Is that 1070?
That was
1071.
I'll have to check the account. You might be right, but
I don't know. I know we had 1068 at some point, but I think that might have been the first Scorigami of the year.
I think we had 1069. Yeah, I think you're right. Hold on.
I'm not 100%. That could definitely be wrong.
1089.
Whoa, I was way off.
We've actually had way more Scorigamis. We're coming up on 1100 here soon.
Yeah, the ones that are remaining are pretty tough, though.
It's so funny because there's a bunch of updates about other games that don't have Scorigami, and then anytime there's a Scorigami, so Cleveland, Pittsburgh, 14-27, that score's happened 85 times. 7 retweets, 285 likes. The 26-32 Miami Jets, that's Scorigami. 8.8K retweets, 74K likes.
No,
damn.
Just a little bit bigger.
Jamar Chase caught a touchdown. I think that's good for us. I think that's fine for us. I think we're playing against T. Higgins.
Don't know. I set my lineups on Saturday and on Thursday, and I don't look at them. So, I set my lineup right before the Tottenham game. So,
yep.
Could not tell you.
So there you go. Close Scorigami of the week. Dahm, that's not true pick of the week.
Honestly, Rams over Bills.
Yeah,
I don't think the Rams are that good. I also don't think the Rams will be making the playoffs. Have you seen the AFC versus NFC eliminations? By the way,
yeah. Basically the AFC's already set.
Yeah, the NFC only has one eliminated team.
It's the Panthers?
No,
it's the Giants.
Yes,
yeah.
The Panthers are still in contention
for the NFC South for sure. Yeah, because that's a shit.
Only one team in the NFC is eliminated, which is crazy because I feel like the AFC is way worse than the NFC this year.
Yeah.
But once again, just like all the previous years, all these teams are just proving that anyone can lose to anyone.
Yeah, the Panthers will get eliminated next week, though. But I mean, it would be insane for them to get there, I think. But
they could.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and the AFC has holy shit.
Yeah,
has 6 teams eliminated already.
Yep.
And what, seven teams make the playoffs? That
there's
means
only
there's
3
teams that are in the hunt still.
Yeah, that's it.
And they're about to start getting knocked off. Well, not really. The Colts are only 2 games out of it now.
Yep.
And Miami's only 2 games out of it now.
Yep.
So it's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're probably 2 games out of it, 4 games to play. It's gonna take collapse. And honestly, personally, I'd love to see an AFC West team collapse because both those teams were kind of scary to play. Chargers less so. I'm more scared of the Broncos.
Crazy enough.
Bo Nix has looked better.
They've looked good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazily enough.
So yeah, Dom, that's not true pick of the week.
I'm still Rams over Bills.
Yeah. Vikings over Falcons. I don't think.
Really?
I still don't think the Vikings are that good.
The Falcons just keep losing though.
I know.
The Falcons are the opposite of the Chiefs.
Yes.
The Falcons are finding ways to lose.
Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of teams that are the opposite of the Chiefs, to be fair.
Raiders.
Yes.
Poor Antonio.
Your 5-team parlay? How'd you do?
The good teams lost it.
Really?
Yep. My highest odds portions of it. So I had the Bills in that parlay.
Oh.
So
I think I'd probably hit you with one of these.
Oh, I feel.
I'd probably hit you with one of those for that.
Perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, this one went 3-2. It's been a while since I haven't had a 4-teamer at the minimum. So
Okay.
This has been my worst one.
All right, let's hear the new one.
As soon as my MGM lets me log in, I will tell you what it was, and then I will bet my.
I'm gonna check my fantasy teams and see where I'm at right now.
Okay. Yeah. So settled. Okay.
Oh, we need Jamar Chase to not do well. Damn. All right, nothing else from Jamar Chase.
Are we not in the playoffs?
We're like at the risk. We should get in.
Okay.
But I don't want to leave it up to tiebreakers. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay. So my last week's parlay was Lions, Saints, Vikings, Cards, Bills. Of course, my Cardinals have lost again.
Mm-hmm.
They're threatening my bets.
They're not as good.
I fear. And the Rams also are threatening. Mm-hmm. So, yes, the Rams also won. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this week's parlay, I'm going to go 49ers over the Rams.
49ers over the Rams. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to go Chiefs over Browns.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you got to get your button presses here.
49ers over Rams.
Yep.
Chiefs over the Browns.
Yep. Press your button for both of those.
Oh. 49ers over Rams? Ooh, I feel a little weird right now. I do not love that.
That's fine.
Chiefs over Browns. Yeah! But honestly, just a little.
I'm going.
Again, I'm telling you, that feels like the weird one they're going to lose.
I'm going Jags over Jets.
Ooh, I feel a little weird right now. I want no part of anything to do with that. Mac Jones is playing, dude.
I know. That's how bad the Jets are.
Ugh.
Then I'm going Texans over Dolphins.
Hold on. I'm trying to find Jags over Jets. There it is. Jags over Jets. You're going what?
Then Texans over Dolphins.
Yeah! Reservedly. That one, again.
We got some good value on a couple of these coming up. And I think the best value I can get of one that I think is going to happen, this 100%, is Broncos over Colts. I think the Broncos are just a much better team than the Colts. And you can get the Broncos at minus 190.
Which will essentially sink the Colts also.
Yes.
Especially because the Chargers playing? Chargers playing the Bucks? Well, anything could happen in that game.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to bet on it. And then the other ones I don't want to bet on are Packers, Seahawks. Could get crazy. Honestly, Vikings, Bears could get crazy.
No. That's the one I would have taken.
Yeah, but it's minus 300.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then Falcons Raiders is the last game, is the Monday.
Let's go. You have Rams over Niners.
Yeah. No, Niners over Rams.
That's right. You have the worst version of that.
Think
I put the correct version.
You would rather go Rams over Niners?
Yes. The Niners are a bad football team.
You know what? I'm going to ride with you.
Okay.
Even though they're plus money and it's in Levi Stadium.
Well, I'm helping you now.
You better.
There you go. That was to help you get better odds.
Yeah, well, he definitely gets me better
Texans
odds.
over Dolphins. I feel fine about that one, but we just talked about how we don't think the Texans are a good team.
But I think the Dolphins are worse.
I think the Dolphins are coming around, but still not very good.
It's at Houston, though.
Fair. Chiefs over Browns. I think that's fine.
Yep.
I do think the Chiefs are due to lose a dumb one.
Don't care.
Jags over Jets.
The Jets are horrible.
The Jags are also horrible. Jags should have lost that game.
I believe in Mac.
That makes one of us. That makes one of somebody.
I don't really
other
believe
than his
Mac.
Parents. And then Broncos over
his parents.
Broncos over Colts. I think that's a sneaky solid pick. I think that's
dunk.
the most. That's probably the second most solid pick. I think the Chiefs
dunk.
beating the Browns.
Who's starting for the Colts? Kyle Trask?
No, it's Anthony Richardson still, isn't it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't follow the AFC South.
That's fair. Need to be following the NFC South.
But one thing that I am betting on tonight though is I there was a boost plus 145 for Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb to have 60 plus receiving yards. Feel like that's a slam dunk.
Yeah, they both have hot starts. Jamar Chase already has 22 yards, and I think CeeDee Lamb definitely already had touchdowns. So I assume they're
nice.
Got enough.
So he's got like 17.
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. Wait, let me give you the answer for CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has 71 already. He's
cool.
Already hit it. He had a 43-yard catch.
Perfect. So now I just need Jamar Chase to go off.
It was 22 yards already, so that's
But I kind of need him to not go off for fantasy football.
I know. I've somebody. I think we've talked about this on the show before, but somebody equated when you're in a bunch of fantasy leagues, it's like trading stocks, where it's like I have a lot of my equity in
I'm
Jamar
going to
Chase,
lose my
but I'm
7th
also,
game in a row in the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, you're kind of ass, dude.
Dude, I started 5-1, and I'm gonna lose 7 straight.
Yep.
My goodness.
I'm gonna make the playoffs. I make the playoffs probably in every league except for.
And I have 0
one.
points on the bench. So what
Except for the league that me and Owen were both fucking dog ass in. Holy moly, we were ass in that league, dude.
Am I gonna miss the playoffs?
Yeah.
Looks like it, huh?
Yep. Yes, you are. So I can get in.
No, wait. Is the hype beasts? Who's the hype beasts?
Dylan.
Who am I playing them this week?
He's a Patreon subscriber, so.
Oh, I'm playing them this week.
Yeah.
Is he gonna knock me out of the playoffs?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This looks like this is a 7th place
If you
here.
subscribe to the Patreon, Owen will lose and miss the playoffs to you. So that'll help. Also, it looks like Tim and you are going to be playing for the hot dog suit.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, because he's losing to Aaron, and I lost to Aaron last week and made this possible. So
And you're
now
kicking the shit out of me.
I am kicking the shit out of you. I'm sending you
My team-
absolutely to the shadow realm.
I had to start.
Your
Will,
team is ass.
I had to start Will Levis.
Dude, you're going to be wearing that hot dog costume. Who's your actual quarterback?
Jalen Daniels,
Oh, okay.
Jaden Daniels,
Jaden Daniels.
and Jonathan Taylor's my running back. I had all of my good players out this week.
Fair enough.
Like
All right.
Nico Collins on the bye, Mark Andrews on the bye, Jaden Daniels on the bye, Jonathan Taylor on the bye, Kenneth Walker out. So,
Fair. Okay. Top 5 players who haven't disappointed you this year, Owen.
yep. Is this and this is specifically on the Chiefs, right?
This Chiefs, yes. Top 5 Chiefs players who haven't disappointed you this year.
Also, while we're making our list, I have something funny to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting Christmas presents, and my dad goes, "I want you to get me rolls of quarters." I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go play in some pinball tournament, so I want quarters." He's like, "Just give me like $20 worth of quarters." I said, "Okay, Dad."
Dude, old guys love pinball. My dad loves pinball.
Pinball's great.
My dad's a bit of a pinball wizard, I will say, honestly.
Does he play that silver
Since
ball?
He was a young boy. He played the silver ball. Yeah. Okay. Top 5 Chiefs players who haven't disappointed you this year.
Mm-hmm.
Off the dome, man. Gotta think of it off the dome.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the perfect list. Okay.
The perfect list.
The perfect list. Okay. You ready?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm ready for you.
Okay. Number 1. At number 5, Creed Humphrey.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely solid interior defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Interior offensive lineman. Okay.
Mhm.
Sweet. Number 4, Trey Smith. Extremely solid interior offensive lineman.
We all saw the PFF grades. We all saw it was posted all over where the Chiefs tackles are rated at like 4th worst tackles in the league, and the centers and the guards are
the best.
rated as the best at those positions by far.
Yep. And my number 3 spot, Joe Tooney. Extremely solid offensive interior lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Matt Ariza. Fucking like no shanked punts.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those were annoying when Tommy Townsend would randomly shank one in a high leverage spot. Like, cause he would boom them quite often, but Ariza's consistent. It's going 50.
Top fantasy punter
Minimum.
right now.
Yeah,
Tommy
he's great.
Townsend.
And number 1 Chiefs player who has not disappointed me this year, Noah Gray. Shout out my GOAT, man.
Wow.
He's been great. He's been fantastic.
He has
for
been
us.
stepping up. Make me think if I want to change my list.
Well, I put the entire Chiefs interior on
All right,
on there.
I
So
won't do it. I'll keep my list. All right, say yours again.
yeah, so
5-1.
I went Creed, Trey Smith, Joe Tooney, Matt Ariza, Noah Gray.
Awesome. All right. Honorable mentions. McDuffie gets an honorable mention.
Yep, he's been doing
Gotten
well.
burned a couple times.
It
And a little tough.
It happens.
And Butker. Butker, great on the field. Certainly disappointing me in the offseason. Can't put him on the list of players that haven't disappointed me. But he's been a solid player of football. But
Absolutely.
not everything else. Number 5, Joe Tooney.
Yep,
You're
he's
right.
been great.
You never hear his name called.
Awesome.
The most we've talked about Joe Tooney was should he play left tackle? That's the most we talked about him this year. Number 4, Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Still solid. He's turning it on.
He's a little bit disappointing.
He's turning it
Only
on.
5 sacks.
I think he needs a Robin to his Batman. And Karlaftis necessarily hasn't been that Robin this year like he was last year.
They're both on the same side.
I think
though.
having O'Menu back's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
I think it has helped a lot. Well, they had what, another 2 or 3 sacks this year, this
Yep.
game? Yeah. We're back.
Well, Turk Wharton had one of them.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them even, maybe. He at least had one of them.
He at least had one of them.
Creed, number 3.
Yeah, he's great.
Creed is good.
Creed is good.
Trey Smith has gotten some holding calls and has missed some blocks. He's not without fault. So he doesn't make my list.
Still hasn't disappointed me, though.
Sure. Number 2, Turk Wharton.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a diamond in the rough. He's been a shining star.
He's been a Turk Wharton of this Chiefs team. He's been the same underrated, lanky player he's been his whole career. Yeah. He's the new Tano Passanio.
No, he's not that. No.
You don't think he's as good?
I think he's better. He's also a defensive tackle, not an end.
I guess that's true.
And Passanio took 4 years to develop.
Turk Wharton, you know where he went to school?
Missouri S&T.
That's right.
Because I took.
Do you know what the ratio is in Missouri S&T?
4-1. We all know the ratio. I took clients to the game.
I don't know why I asked a Missouri kid what the ratio is at S&T. I know you know.
I considered to go to Missouri S&T, and I didn't because of the ratio. I took some engineers. I took clients. I'm do sales for engineering. I took some engineers to the game, and there was a couple Missouri S&T grads that were like, Turk Wharton. So it's kind of fun. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. You can do no wrong. My sweet
really?
baby.
Mahomes?
My sweet baby boy. He's been
He's been running for his life out there. He's been running for his life.
He's 12-1. Stats wins are a QB stat when it's my quarterback. Winning games. When he's losing,
also,
it's on the team.
The throw packages that he's been pulling out these last couple weeks.
He's getting
let alone
the
in the Chargers game.
You can see him starting.
He's been doing those throws where he's like getting hit and throwing it. The ones where he's gonna like on the big 3rd down conversion by Worthy early in the game where he just got rocked.
Yeah.
And perfectly on time to Worthy.
But like you were saying, he kind of has flipped that switch. He was like, "Oh, I'll stop throwing interceptions. That's my bad." What's funny is he's stopped throwing as many interceptions, but he has gotten sacked more now. He started taking more sacks and stopped throwing as many interceptions.
Speaking of interceptions, I saw a Chargers fan try to complain about the one interception where he just chucked the ball deep. They actually
clearly offsides one?
He tried to complain about that. Everyone's like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
I remember seeing that ball. I was like, what the fuck why did he throw that ball? That was ass.
Yeah, because you were in the stadium.
And then I saw the penalty. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, on the
Did they jump off sides, like clearly offsides?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those ones that I think was actually kind of close, but like, Mahomes knew there was a flag. Like, they threw the flag right away.
Right.
It wasn't one where it was like later, hey, he was offside. No, it was a free play. Right. It was clear enough where the announcer said, free play. And then Mahomes went, ugh, and just launched that shit.
It was kind of ass, honestly.
No, it was a free play.
It was an ass throw, though. I mean, it was not close to
He was getting hit.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just fucking huck it.
By the guy who was offside. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Fair enough.
By Nick Bosa.
Joey Bosa.
I don't fucking remember which one of those damn
brothers
is on which team.
Nick Bosa is a little more racist than Joey, I think.
Nick is the dumber one.
Yes. Because I think to be fair, I think Joey Bosa is probably just as dumb. He just doesn't talk as much. Nick Bosa talks and just sounds sad and depressed and dumb.
We lost. That kind of stinks.
I guess.
Hey, this is pretty cool, huh?
I'm gonna go storm the Capitol then.
I have reports that he was there. By the way, FBI investigate, please.
Yes.
White guy. Yeah.
All right, there you go. That's my top 5. Butker, McDuffie get honorable mentions. I deleted my list already, so I don't remember.
I need to delete my list. I've got so many lists in my notes app.
I've started typing out in text messages to you, and then I forget to hit send.
That's fine.
Most times I don't send it because I'm like, you don't need to see this. And then Mahomes number 1, Wharton number 2, Creed number 3.
Yep.
Chris Jones number 4, Joe Tooney number 5. That was it.
Yep.
I got you. Boom. No CTE
Man,
for me.
what
not
the
yet.
fuck? Wow. Did you send me the? Yeah, you sent me the tweet.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's the one I saw. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Don't worry about it. Pop culture minute. You were going to talk about something. Foxhole.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. So Foxhole. So it's a game that I'm probably going to start playing again. What it is it's a continuous battle game, is what they call it. Mm-hmm. So the kind of like, you know how your base is there 24/7 in Rust.
Sure.
But so in Foxhole, it's this war game. It's like top down, like over the shoulder third person. And it's a war between the Wardens and the Colonials. Doesn't really matter. It's just the name of the two teams.
Sure.
And there's all this territory, and a war goes on for like a month at a time. I think every month they restart the war,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going on forever. So you need to like supply the front lines with like guns and ammo and stuff to build. And so there's like logistics. It's like like real war logistics.
Yeah.
And it's it's continuous and it happens 24/7. It's pretty fun.
A nice time sink. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Just,
you
you got too much time on your hands. I've been saying it.
I really need to lock in on my football manager team. I'm really close to getting my team to the Premier League.
Yeah.
We're in the football championship, but we're not going to make the playoff this year or win the league. But I promised my team a mid-table finish, and we're going to get that mid-table finish. So hopefully the board backs me and give me some more money.
That's right.
But yeah, we'll be playing some Foxhole, which is really cool and fun, and I think you should look it up. If you like war simulators at all, you should look it up. It's not first person. It's a unique style. But also play Football Manager. It's fun.
Fair
Up
enough.
the Stones.
All right.
I'm taking Maidstone to the Premier League.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Thanks,
about
Owen.
you? You got a pop culture minute?
I'm ass of Fortnite now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
They're bringing back OG Overwatch. Did you see that? With all the new OG stuff, their OG Overwatch is
Wasn't
coming
Overwatch?
up.
It never changed that much, really.
It went from
Six
Six
players
players
to 5.
yeah, it was a big change.
Is there nostalgia for it? It was a year ago, I felt like. I feel like Overwatch 2's only been out for like a year.
Been out for like 3 years.
No. I played Overwatch. Maybe I have played Overwatch since I've been back to Kansas City.
When did Overwatch 2 release?
You know what? You're right. I don't think I have played much Overwatch.
Overwatch 2, October
2021.
4th,
2021.
2022.
Okay. Sure.
So 2 years.
Bring back OG Rocket League. That's what I've been saying.
Just ban all
Bring
people.
back when I was better.
Ban all people who are good at the game.
Yeah. I'm sick of losing.
You are better than you were though.
I am actually.
You're a diamond, aren't you?
I went through a bad phase where I forgot how to rotate, and then I played with you guys one night, and I was like, oh, I get it now.
Your third eye opened up.
Yeah, and now I get mad at my fucking teammates because I'm like, oh, I'll just leave it for my teammate who should be here, and then I'm like, oh, never mind. I forgot I'm in diamond again. That's right.
That's funny.
So yeah, there you go. I'm just jumping up fast. It doesn't matter. I'm better at Rocket League, I guess. All right, thank you everybody for being here. Dahm, that's true. Episode number 224. Appreciate all the patrons over there at patreon.com/disaster. Shout out Joe, Aaron, Skylar, Dylan, Ozzy, and Mailbox City. Closed in the Iron District, but you can catch them. Hey, you know what? Get them catered. Have them cater your stuff.
They still do that.
Yeah, they still cater. Yeah. Have an event. Even though it's cold outside, people still like ice
how much
cream.
is the catering? Can I just cater to my house?
I don't think. I mean, you got money like that, but I don't think you got money like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit out of my
It's
price
not
range.
fiscally responsible.
You tell me paying $1,000 for
If you're listening here on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/steammachine, twitter.com/OwenGoshDommit.
If you think this hoodie's cool, we can sell you one.
Yeah, let us know. We need to make merch. We also still owe people merch from the March Madness stuff.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, we'll get it to you.
Let us know if you want merch or stickers. We should get stickers.
At us. Love you, bye.
Bye, guys.